FloodSax are a new concept that replaces the traditional sandbag. FloodSax are compact and lightweight when dry, and they activate when wet, soaking up water and growing to over 100 times their size and weight, becoming just as effective at holding back floodwater as a traditional sandbag. This means that FloodSax are ideal for elderly or disabled people who can't handle the weight of a normal sandbag. FloodSax can be placed across a threshold to stop floodwater entering your property. We'd like you to meet Shirley, who's going to explain how she uses FloodSax.
Hello, I'm Shirley. I live in Todmorden, and since 1980 I've been flooded 4 times. I'm sitting outside my back door, and underneath you can see some sandbags which I can't hold anymore because they're too heavy. I'm getting old and I've got various things wrong with me, so ordinary traditional sandbags are no good for me anymore. The water here, because the house is low-lying, it comes up through the drains and into my kitchen over here. The last time I was flooded was in January this year, 2008. It was the first time I'd ever been flooded in winter. I'm afraid of summer thunderstorms. That's when I get panicky. One of the things that concerns me is if it happens during the night, because then you come downstairs in the morning to find that your house is flooded. So I've got a supply of FloodSax. I'm going to show you how I'm going to use them in case of a flood. This is very easy and very light to hold. I'm going to fold 1 in 2 like that and put it behind the floodboard. Tucking it well down. And another one behind the floodboard. Right, now I'm going to do the front. I think I'm going to do about 2/3 on the doorstep and 1/3 at the floodboard. Well, you can see now that the FloodSax are in situ, as it were, so I'm going to put some water on to secure them in place, and this is all I'm going to do. A bit more. Okay, now I'm going inside. Let FloodSax do the job. Before I go, I just want to remind you that I've got 2 FloodSax on the inside in case there's any seepage. This is my backup. Those are 2 dry FloodSax to mop up any possible seepage, although I think we won't need them. Here we are, you can see the FloodSax are in place. We've poured water on them, they're fully energised, they're doing the job, and I'm going to keep dry from now on.